People that listen to my records think that I just write about bars and prostitutes and liquor. I've tried to cover a wide variety of different types of subject matter. I went up to Napa for what we call a musical summit.
You'll never know just how much I care.
We talked about the fact that he wanted most of the music written before he started shooting.
I would like to present you Mr. Tom Waits.
Tom Waits, ladies and
Mr. Tom Waits. Sitting next to Mr. Waits is Mr. Bones Howe. And we have Mr. Richard Beggs.
Way to start is to give us a lot to listen to. Let's throw out, you know, any idea that occurs to you, piano sketches, rough lyrics.
That's why, as he says, keeping it fluid for as long as possible is the only way you can work.
Well, the picture and the music, I think, are going to trade off.
Yeah.
Like Francis said, sometimes the music is going to lead, and other times we're going to get a piece of music and picture together. It just isn't going to work.
Then you call it a son of a bitch, and you beat it up, and you find out how strong it is and if it wants to stay. You have to stand back and dump on your own children and find out if they're strong enough to want to fight back and stick around. So that'll happen with scenes and music as well.
Musical ideas began developing very, very soon, and in many ways, the intention would be that they would influence the style of the picture.
I wonder who's kissing her now. I wonder who's showing. That's a beautiful song. How. I wonder.
Music speaks alone. That's why I think that the holes where there's underscoring without any musical dialogue at all is just as important as the dialogue.
Definitely,
itself.
the
And
silence.
the silence is
The
orchestrated
silence.
as well.
I'm working with an arranger on all of this, Bob Alcivar. We've been in the studio several times. So let me start moving.
You go.
Kind of
and I'll
a
kinda
drunken
go with you.
three, and then you.
Yeah. I'll tell you what you do. It'll help too if you move, you know, like your arms and stuff. You know, just kind of. Then I'll just go with you. What we need is an attack on the note.
Okay.
It's like dancing.
Yeah, it's like dancing.
I mean, it is in a sense, perhaps. I've known Bones Howe since 1974. He went in the studio with me for my second record. So I've known him for 7 years. He's engineering and producing the music.
I don't know how you feel about what you did, Tom. You want to do it again?
I'll do it again. We work very well together.
With the others?
He certainly keeps my confidence up in myself, which I need a lot.
Yeah, I've always said that
I was so insecure when I started, I had no idea that I would be capable of writing an entire score to a major motion picture, especially working for Francis. I was sweating bullets. What made this difficult to begin with was having to really conceptualize the whole idea of a male and a female singer and establish a relationship between the two in song.
Simple addition, it keeps with tradition. Don't spend your wages on love.
In spite of the bad days, each citizen always is maintaining that love is so
Jack. You don't get your feedback.
The picture deals with male-female relationships. The idea was, okay, there's a male and a female singer, there's a male and a female lead.
Didn't necessarily have to follow the storyline of One from the Heart. More like Zeus and Hera, in a way, somehow peeking down through the clouds and commenting on the action in Vegas. Francis wants to build some scenes around songs.
Here comes the bride, and there goes the groove.
So that it's more hand in glove.
Looks like a hurricane went through this room.
You know, we're gonna sing, we're gonna talk, we're gonna have the guy with the girl with the guy. We're gonna give all the possibilities. You know that they love each other. And yet, here they are with these terrific new people that you know they much more enjoy. So we really, by the end of this sequence, we really pose an incredible dilemma, which is, you know, what's gonna win out, true love or the promise of fantasy?
With the music, he wanted really more like a glass of music. And then they have a glass of lights and all of these different beverages there, and he can start to mix like a wizard.
I call this used colada.
Help! Well, I guess it's as good a place as any. My original idea for used Carlotta was going to be like a whole wrecking yard. We'd have maybe 135 different automobiles and partially dismantled and damaged and crumbling, like organized noise. Always wanted to hear what 135 car doors closing at the same time would sound like. And thought it might be good for Hank's character. Give him a little bit of madness.
You're listening to see who's in tune, and so you, when someone sounds out of tune, you point to them again. Da 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 da. Then you tap in.
This thing is flimsier than normal.
A dipstick.
The scene with Lila walking the tightrope seems they're both enchanting one another. Oh, here's a new one.
Take Me Home is what Tom calls I think he calls it a folk ballad. The melody is beautiful and the words are just gorgeous. That's really where my heart can lie within a song like that. Going into the studio with Tom and with everybody involved, it's very different than when I would normally go in at home. I enjoy it because I love his music. It's easy to work with his music, you know, when you enjoy what you're doing.
Right away. Yeah.
Okay.